right, welcome back to the Critical Level podcast, where we like to keep our opinions about games very critical and factual. I'm here with my guy Skitty and Juice, and I want to start off and kick it off with say, did you guys have the opportunity to check out the Xbox Showcase?
First of all, how you brothers doing? I hope everybody out there that's watching now and will watch in the future had a great 2 weeks since the last time we were on here. A lot of us experienced the winter storm that, you know, that changed our lives for a week. It's still on my walkway. I still have a sheet of ice that I can't get up yet. But I digress.
Mm,
Yes, I caught the Xbox developer direct. It was I enjoyed the show. I consider it their best one that they've done yet. Um to me because they had not one game that I'm interested in, not two games that I'm interested in, but three. The three that I'm interested in, of course, Fable. That's a game we're all going to talk about.
yeah.
Me being a sim racer, if you're looking at me right now, I have a direct drive. Uh, what is it? Wheelbase here. So I play sim racing games. So Forza, I'm really interested in, and the third game is from why can't I name the studio? But it's one of Microsoft studios with the little pottery. And I want to check that out. I like whatever the people that make Psychonauts make that game.
Oh
So
yeah.
so yeah, he always that studio always makes like out of the box games that wind up being fun. Even if you're not into it, I wasn't into Psychonauts, but I played Psychonauts too, and I really enjoyed that game that year it came out. Um, yeah, so I know the conversation is going to continue. So yes, I watched it and I enjoyed it.
Skitty.
I did not catch it, but I caught the Fable news. Because what interested me is that how they're having some actors on there too. One of the actors, I forgot his name, but he's a British comedian, black dude. Are you familiar with the movie called The Watch, where it had come on, come on, Vince Vaughn. Let me just, you know what? Let me use technology. Let me stop being that guy.
I was about to say, no, I'm at a loss. I don't know.
There we go. Here we go. Boom. It was Ben Stiller, Vince Vaughn, Jonah Hill, and the dude who is on Fable is called Richard Ayoade. Let me, boom. Y'all remember that? Does that look familiar?
No,
Funny
I've
movie.
never heard of that movie.
Funny movie. Funny
It
movie.
looks like I've seen that picture before, so I
It was
can't say
funny.
I haven't done it.
They basically became a neighborhood watch because they found out aliens were trying to infiltrate their community. And if you know how Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller is, you know what I'm saying, and Jonah Hill, I don't know if this is Richard Ayoade's American debut, but I have seen him in on some BBC stuff, and he's funny,
Oh,
period. So, yeah.
Real quick,
the channel.
just shout out to GameSpot for the footage right there. I got running on the screen. Just want to shout them
Oh,
out.
is that Fable right there? Listen, the only game I care about is Fable. Give me Fable. I don't. I don't. I know. Was it Klein or Calm? However you pronounce it is going to be
Yeah,
dope.
whatever,
Yeah, Beast of Reincarnation is going to be dope. I'm aware.
whatever.
Obviously, Forza is Forza. Like, give me Fable.
Yes, sir.
Give me Fable. I
Yes,
want
sir.
Fable to set my computer on fire. I want Fable to blow up my Xbox. I want Fable to be so powerful that it ruins my credit score. That's how bad I want this game. The fact that if from what I read that we put in the group chat that it has like those mockumentary interviews like The Office between
Oh yeah,
characters
yeah,
as
yeah,
you
yeah.
goofing off and playing around, definitely dope.
Yeah. Like,
Definitely dope. The only thing I'm kind of a little skeptical on Fable now is the fact that there's no good versus evil system. I don't know how that's going to work. So apparently, yeah, your decisions change the game, but I want to be evil. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to kick chickens. I'm trying to rob Pottery Barn. Like, that's what I'm trying to do.
He
I'm not
said, "I'm
trying.
trying to kick chickens."
Oh, that was big in Fable, baby. Fable 1, you kick the
I
cat, kick the
remember.
fuck out of the chicken. They come back and attack you though. But I don't
And
like.
now you get labeled a chicken kicker.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They'll segregate you, chicken
Oh,
kicker.
listen, I'm trying to light them boys up, set a farm on fire and everything. I need people to know who I am, but I'm definitely excited. That's the only game. Well, that and State of Decay 3, but we're never getting that. We're never getting
Division
that.
3.
Another one we're never getting anytime soon. But with that being said, I kind of wanted to segue just a little bit into the topic of the show of the point of no save or no return with some of these games, because now we're seeing in this era that gamers aren't giving games a proper shake or chance. It seems like games get released before anyone even gets the opportunity to play it, they trash it, and then the game never sees the light of day, or it only lives for a day and it shuts down. The game that I wanted to highlight is from Jeff Keighley called High Guard. We knew nothing of this game when he did his GamesCon Game Awards show, VGA, when it got announced. We knew nothing of this game. This game got shadow dropped earlier this week and it got obliterated. There was no reason for a game. It didn't even, it felt like it wasn't going to survive for 2 days. Review bomb, people didn't like it. Long queues. They said it was a copy and paste to Apex. So I feel like in today's world, I'm gonna get you guys' opinion on this. As gamers, are we not giving games a fair shake and opportunity? Or are we just taking everyone else's opinion and running with it because they're reputable, or 12 people don't like it, so I don't like it.
Let me kick it off. Let me kick it off because Skitty, I know you gonna go. You gonna go. So
all right.
My
bad. Go ahead.
That's why I was holding the button so I could just tag in and not cut you off. I wanted to jump in front of you.
Good.
I think everybody is correct with this. All your thoughts on this are correct, but the one I want to highlight is one of the reasons why we aren't giving you feel like we aren't giving games a chance, or this question comes up, is because we have so much more choices now. It's like with a society built on ADHD and ADD and being given more choices, most people don't have the patience to stick with a game that doesn't hook them within first. What Steam gives you your money back if you return the game in less than, I think, an hour. So if you play the game for 30 minutes and it don't hook you, that game trash, return to sender. I don't think we have the patience now for something that's either an experiment by a studio or just a single A title. You feel me? Back in the PlayStation 2 days, you had so many single and double A games on the shelves of trashware. Like, I don't know, a game that I would come in there and see Kenny like, yo, how is this game right here? I don't know, it's used. I would see it $9. I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna play it. I think nowadays, with everything I just said, and people trying to price what should be a free to play game, price it at $60 and $70. Hey, you add all those things in and you got a soup that smells like what it is. So I didn't know a better acronym or analogy to make for that, but hey, you got it. My man Skitty tagging you in.
All right. I think it's a little bit of both. To back what Bruce said, not only do we have options, but we have the technology to watch people play games now. You know what I'm saying? We have the technology to watch the people that are tight with the developers, that get the exclusives, that get the pre-alphas, that get the demos that we can't get anymore. Because remember, back in the day, demos were given out graciously. You know what I'm saying? Now demos are only given to certain people, certain few. And also, some of these people are paid to say that the game is good when it's not. Case in point, Terminator, um, Resistance. You know what I'm saying? RoboCop. You know what I'm saying? These games. Now, I'm not saying that they're horrible, but what I'm saying is that the gameplay, the only thing that hooks us with those games are the nostalgia, the sounds, the memories that we have of the movies with those two games specifically. But case in point, Anthem. And this is one of the games that because as soon as I saw that on there, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about Anthem. Now, I wasn't the one that bought Anthem when it first came out. I purchased Anthem. I purchased Anthem when it was like $5.
Man,
now,
you're lucky.
mind you, Anthem, when I saw Anthem, was around the same time I saw Days Gone, because we just got finished talking about Days Gone earlier. I said, oh my God, Anthem is beautiful. Do you see what they're doing with mech suits? And then sure enough, game comes out, no content.
None.
No extra content.
None.
And it was like, oh, damn. And people nowadays, the ones who get the demos, the ones who get the game before everybody else, once they go through the game, and if that's it, oh, it's a wrap. It's game over. You need no extra content coming out, nothing. And that special edition that I got, I was like, that was it? That's all you got? That one code that gave you two things? Yeah, yo.
I will never forgive EA for what they did with Anthem. I waited in line. I did a midnight release. Listen, so much money to get a hollow game. There was nothing to that game. But I want to piggyback on something you said. You said certain people get exclusive content or early access, or it's a part of a guerrilla marketing scheme and they get paid to display the game. Now, with that being said, does that then skew or help your opinion of that game? Because if you're like, okay, my favorite insert content creator here got the game early. We know it's a paid advertisement. We know it's marketing. We know it's an ad. Do you then trust that person to give it a shot? Or you're like, you know what? I'm gonna wait for some more people to play it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't trust anybody's reviews for the most part. And this is just I was we come from the generation of Game Informer, Game Pro. You know what I'm saying? Where they got real, where they talk. If the game was crap, it was crap. It got the thumbs down, the ugly face. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember on Game Pro, they had the happy face and then the ugly face dude. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But we lost that along the way. Money changes people, opportunity changes people. And yeah, dog, I don't expect IGN, I love you. I love your news to a certain extent, but some of the ratings that you be giving some of these games, we know, we know that you were paid to rate that game a good rating. And again, that's business. I understand business, but your audience will look at you funny. Everybody knows IGN for being bullshit now. Excuse my French. Let's cut that, cut that short. So it does skew it. And that's why, people are like, all right, yeah, I'm cool. Or like, for instance, my daughter's a Corey X Kenshin fan. She loves the dude, waits for his stuff to come out. When he left, she was heartbroken, came back, she was happy. And, I have not once seen him say, I've seen him say that a game was shitty, but I've never seen him not promote a game that I don't know if he's getting paid for it, but I can say that he's being honest about the game he plays, but he also plays a certain genre of games. So yeah, to sum it up, yes, it does skew it. It does skew it, knowing that these motherfuckers get paid to say the game is good and it's trash.
All right. I
And this
like
is why Bruce should have went first. God
no,
damn
no,
it, I'm
no, no, no,
sorry.
no. That was perfect. That was perfect. That was perfect because a lot you said I agree with, a lot you said I didn't agree with, but we all have opinions. So I want to go back to one thing you said. Like this is once again opinion. My opinion of RoboCop, the game that came out, I love the game. I mean, it's not an amazing game, but
That's yeah.
yeah, I love it. It's just like the reviews I saw for it were like 8s. So I don't know if you pay for an 8. Pause. You feel me? But I don't
Pay for 8 is
know if
crazy.
you, unless it's Mind's Eye, that game, from
Oh,
everything I've heard about that game, and that's the game I was telling you. I have a video where I played that game, but I'm never going to put it on my page because it's trash. It would be a waste of an hour because the game is so bad. I spent money on that game and I'm so mad about it. But that's what happens when you're into, well, any hobby. Some things you buy is going to be like, to someone else that is worthless. Why did you buy that that Pokemon card for $100? But I digress with that. That was just about RoboCop. Now, I agree with you saying what you said to an extent about IGN. Like when I look at reviews from, I'm not going to name the sites because I'm not going to give them free promo. We just named one. But the 3 places that I look to for reviews, 2 of them aren't called reviews. They're called before you buys. So they give you the good, the bad, and everything you need to know. And you make the decision on yourself. They don't give a rating. They just say, this is what it is. So they might say something in there like we all talked about last show where the difference between a linear game and an open world game.
yes.
And they might say some things like in this game, upcoming game, Crimson Desert, this game looks so dense with stuff to do that might throw someone off that isn't into open world games. It's like, I'm not going to be able to finish all that. Just give me a point A to point B to get through, and so I can move on to the next game. So that might be somebody else buttered bread. To me, I love open world games. So give me something where I could just sit and make some content or be by myself doing some random crazy stuff. You need a mixture every now and then. And I think with me talking, I've lost the main idea of this conversation, but reviews, from what I can surmise that Skitty said, at the end of the day, reviews and people talking about games don't skew me one way or another, because if I see something that I want to try, once again, American Truck Simulator, I'm going to try it.
Operation Raccoon City.
1000%.
There you go. So that's just how I feel. I'm sorry for rambling on, but some things I feel like I'm passionate about, and I feel like when the minority can be really loud sometimes to make things seem a way that they aren't really. But I'm just here to champion people that take chances. I didn't play the game. It's not my thing, but I'm glad that there's variety out here for people that like these type of games. So that's just me.
And that's exactly what I was about to segue to. So I appreciate you bringing that up about people having that opinion about the game, regardless if others think it bad. Hey, it might suck to you. It's one of my favorite games. So I've been patrolling Twitter and following Jeff Keighley for a long time. And while talking about this game, High Guard, he is sword and shield defending this game to the end of the earth. And you can't do nothing but respect it, because you know why? He enjoys the game. It is a game that he likes to play. So it's refreshing to hear that coming from someone who's, sure, they put on this show, he shows up all these games, but you know what? He likes it. So it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, because it's his favorite game. So, or not, well, one of his favorite games, whatever. But I wanted to go back into some of the games that y'all, I guess, had high hopes for to let y'all down. What game came out? It could be past, recent future that you have high expectations for it, that when you played it or when you saw it, it let you down?
Oh yeah.
Let's get it. Let's go.
I said it. I said it again. I'll say it again. I'll say it 20 times. Operation motherfucking Raccoon City. Do you know how
That was such a
pissed,
fan game.
mind you? And I pre-ordered that game. And my boy, who I was working with, shout out to Big Luke, he was like, Scott, don't finish the purchase. Get another game. I am telling you, as a fan, this is a bad game. And I'm singing it with it in my hand because I went to go pick it up. And I was like, man, I'm a Resident Evil fan too. And I mean, I gotta try it, dog. It's the security service squad, man. The squad that got the information. You know what I'm saying? The ones that made it out. I gotta play as Umbrella. I like SOCOM for SOCOM, not in Resident Evil. That's exactly what we got. And it's not even the good SOCOM. It was the later SOCOM that got trashed. That's what we got. And the story, great. Again, I love a game with a good story, but the gameplay, the whole overall aspect of Resident Evil being, more SOCOM-ish, the trash SOCOM, it was so disappointing. And then the fact that they advertised that there were 2 squads that you could play with. The USSC squad and the mercenaries that were hired by the government squad. And I was ecstatic. And then when I load the game, there was only 1 squad. You had to pay. You couldn't even, this was during the time where you had to pay for stuff. All that beating the game to get the extra stuff was done at this time and point. And I was so pissed because there was a trailer. I never forget. It was like a 2-minute. It was a long trailer too, where you see the mercenary squad. They're talking and walking. They destroy a couple zombies, so you get to see their abilities. And then next, you see the USCC squad. They're talking shit, and they're like, "Oh, we got to ping on something. We got to go get it." Boom. And then you see the mercenary squad fight the USC squad during a zombie little outbreak. I was like, "Oh, hype!" And then Mr. X comes in and start fucking them both up. I'm getting this game. Got the game, so pissed, but I was committed. I beat it with all of the USSC characters, and then I never played it again.
Hold on 1 second, Juice. 1 second, Juice. I gotta piggyback on Raccoon City. From the time I was at the store, I had a regular customer. I had a lot of regular customers, whatever. But one of my good dudes, Algie, I told him not to buy that game. And I've never done that in my entire time of being at that place. I've never told someone not to buy something. I was like, bro, do not buy this game. This is absolute trash. You're gonna waste $50. Please don't buy this game. Oh, it's Raccoon City. It's Resident Evil. I gotta check it. My man bought it. Went home. I saw him back in 2 hours, and I was like, just get your money back, man. But that game was Outbreak was so much better. That game was trash. My bad, Juice. Go ahead.
No, you good. You good. I like conversations like this. I like when it triggers something, because my man Skitty over there is that bottom lip, he ripping through it.
I don't think you understand, because it was like the USSC. You know what I'm saying? You're playing with Vector, the man who trained with Hank on Rockford Island. I was invested in these characters just to play that shitty ass game. Go ahead, Bruce, before I start going back at it.
That's crazy.
No, we're gonna go back to it. Don't worry. We're gonna go back to it. Don't worry.
I got quite a few, but I narrowed it down to 3 just off the top of my head, because as I thought of these 3, more kept popping up. But I want to say, first of all, Starfield, because I felt that didn't live up. It lived up to me, but I wanted it to live up to everyone else's expectations. I was hurt for the game itself, because I'm such a Bethesda fan. You guys don't know I told you before, but y'all really don't know what Oblivion did to me. You feel me? That game. But anyway, Starfield, only because it didn't live up to everyone else's expectations. Multiverses. For someone else to get a Smash Brothers game, Warner Brothers have all that IP they could have used. They released the game to a beta or whatever they called it, and people were hyped for it. Then they took it away months later and it re-released, and people just was like, whatever. I wanted that game to succeed because I would still be playing it now because I love Smash Brothers. But and the third, and this can be one of my biggest letdowns of all time. It's like a first rounder being hyped to ungodly ideas and wind up being the biggest bust in history, is Crackdown 3. I thought that game exactly. When I bring the heat, I bring the heat. And Crackdown 3, brother. I don't need to say anything else about it.
Nah, that was God.
There was another game. There was not because
go ahead, Skitty, my fault.
I'm sorry, because it just popped up in my head. And this was this was a PlayStation release. I never purchased the game brand new, but I felt bad for the people that did.
You felt bad for people that did?
Yo, hold on. I didn't hear nothing of what you said because you dropped out. You disappeared for 3-4 seconds. And then
because the program knew. The program was like, all right, Scott, you're doing too much.
Yeah, what you said again? Say what you said again. Repeat yourself.
1886. I was hurt for the people that bought that game brand new, because I purchased it again, another game that I was like, you know what? I wanted to play this game. I never got a chance to play it. There was only one person that told me about it. He said it was a great game. He said it was just too short.
God, that was a good game.
He said it was one of the shortest games that he have ever played. And I streamed it. I streamed it years ago. It's on my page, Skitty Live, if you want to check it out. And I agree. The game is great. But if you really just drill that game, it's literally 6 hours or less. And yeah,
I know what you're talking about. I beat the game. I beat the game. And it ends just when the game started getting good. Like when you remember that game on Price is Right, the mountain climber. Once you get all the way up,
nothing.
It gets you that high, then go away.
It's that, and it was like that. And then you were like, okay, are they coming out with a sequel? Like, they just dropped it completely.
I will say, I mean, 1886 was that. You know what though? But there were those early PS3, like the early first launch PS3 games and the early first launch PS4 games, like Resistance and Killzone, like they were a little shaky, but they got better. Heavenly Sword was probably the only game I remember that launched and was like, oh, this game is crazy. Like that was the one game we could not keep in the store. And then the only other game that I can remember from like the PS3 days that was kind of like, why'd y'all release this? Was Lair. You tell them I gotta shake my controller. Like, this is dumb. Like, what are we doing? Like, let's not do this. So I agree. 1886 for like an early PS4 game, it should have been better. I don't know why they didn't put more effort into that game. That was a good concept. Great idea.
Story was off the chain. Yeah.
There was another one too. I think it was like Folklore. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. That was really good. I think that was PS3. I could be wrong. I'm getting old. My memory's getting foggy.
If you really want to go there, think about that game called Haze.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
All right. See, I could bring them, shorty. Because I spent so much money in your store on this stuff y'all sold me on.
Listen, I done fucked up my life. I done messed up my shit. You mentioned that fucking game.
Haze was awful. God. I mean,
you know what? And now that you said Haze, there was another game that fucked me up. And I actually put money in this shit, and it was a free game. It was connected to Eve. Rust.
Oh,
it was a game called Rust. And I'm not talking about that recent Rust. I'm talking about
You talking
the
about? Is it a
old
puzzle
Jones.
game?
No. There was a game that EVE Online,
Yeah.
the
I
space
know it from
game.
Yeah.
I know
There
it
was
from
a
him.
game called Rust that was connected to EVE
Yeah.
Online, and you played as the soldiers that were sent down, drone soldiers that were sent down to fight each other for certain positions, basically like EVE Online with the strategic of space. It was a first-person shooter, and I put at least like $20 in that game. I'm not gonna lie, I put $20 in it because it was a free game, and I was kind of pissed because then it was like an announcement. I say a year later, like, yeah, we're not going to be servicing this game anymore. We're sorry, it's a wrap. We're closing down servers, and I'm like, I don't get my money back. Like,
Nah, you don't get nothing. Thank you for your donation, is what they told you.
Another subject for us to talk about: digital game buying and not getting your money back.
Throw it in the chat. Throw it in the chat. We'll pin it. No, I'm talking about our Discord chat. We'll pin
yeah.
If we want to talk about that, I can go on for hours, weeks, years. God. But at least for me, I think the one game, and Jeb's in here, so he knows what I'm about. Well, he probably doesn't know what I'm about to say, but he knows the game I'm talking about. I hype me personally. You might have thought I was on Ubisoft's payroll. I hyped this game up for 19 months, probably 18 months. Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones is one of the worst. You know the game is bad. Within a month, it goes down from $70 to $25 to a free trial. That game is hot dog water. It is the epitome of the worst game that you'll ever play in your life. They hyped that game up to be a predecessor or a competitor to Sea of Thieves. We know how great Sea of Thieves is. We understand how much fun Sea of Thieves is when you're playing it with your friends. This game is a boat simulator. I am okay. You telling me I can't get off the boat? I can't attack nobody? Oh, the only time I get off the boat
is simulator?
Yes.
No,
oh, it might be up your alley.
I was gonna say it might be up his alley.
It might be up your alley. And you can play it for free. Listen, I personally promoted this game so hard because I love Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is an incredible game. When I played the beta, because I begged for the early access for this game, I legitimately begged Ubisoft for this game to play. When I got it in my hands, I was so pissed because what do you mean I can't get off the boat? And the only time I get off the boat is when I actually pick up a quest and buy items for my boat and then customize my boat. Oh, look, I got a shark on the front. But then when I go to attack something, I have to float in the water for 15 minutes. Listen, there is no game I've ever played in my life that made my blood pressure go up like the 8. And the fact that me as a consumer was spending $150 because I not only wanted the standard, I didn't want the collectors. No. I wanted the ultimate edition of the game that gave you early access to all the DLC, cool boat customizations, and some other dumb shit. Listen, that is, listen, I'm starting to sweat right now. That is the worst game.
I was about to say you gotta hit him with it. You gotta hit him with it.
Listen.
The other one.
Oh, I only got 5 right now.
Oh man,
I know.
That was without a doubt the worst game I've ever played in my life, and I've played a lot of games. That would have to take the cake. I understand you said Terminator, RoboCop. You were saying Starfield and Multiverse.
I'm sorry, those weren't bad games. They were just nostalgia heavy more than gameplay. You know what I'm saying? That was my thing. But continue.
No,
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just tying it all in. And of course, you said Crackdown 3 as well. So I think my next segue part into that, because we're all very passionate about the games we have dislike or have a disdain for. And I'll start with you, Skitty. I'm gonna give you Operation Raccoon City because that's the one you brought up first.
Mm-hmm.
What would you have done to have improved that game from a gameplay aspect?
Make it a Resident Evil game, a
Okay, so
survival horror,
how do we do it?
Basically, you know what I mean? Again, make it a Resident Evil game, not a SOCOM with zombies. Like that's basically when they advertised it, you didn't see all of the, you know what I'm saying? You just saw the close up what it looked like a Resident Evil game. It looked like a Resident Evil game that had execution moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, all right, cool. But then when you play it, it's over the shoulder crap. And I mean, I'm not saying over the shoulder games are crap, but it was over the shoulder crap. That game was crap. And that's one of the things, if you were to be able to like Outbreak, make it like Outbreak. You know what I'm saying? Again, Outbreak still had that Resident Evil grounding. You know what I'm saying? Where it was a Resident Evil game with certain characters that had certain abilities and certain ways to get around. Because remember, there was only a few people that could use the gun on Outbreak. It was literally only 2 people that could use the gun on Outbreak because they were given that gun. So, like, to have a game with all them characters and just shit on it, it was just like, but again, they should have made it more survival horror based than action packed shitty SOCOM based. Not the good SOCOM, not SOCOM 1 and 2.
SOCOM 1 2 is phenomenal. Phenomenal.
They're great. I'd spend hours on that game, especially when my boy had the online hookup John for the PS2. We was in that shit. Dial up, baby. Sorry, let me say. But nah, but yeah, I think that's one of the things that I'm gonna be honest with you. The gameplay.
Okay.
They should have fixed the gameplay. The gameplay could have been better. And other than that, the story was great. The whole again, the concept of playing as the USSC squad was perfect. The characters had great backgrounds, they had great origins. I can't complain on that. Graphics, again, you know, it was shifty because it was like SOCOM, but you know, the later years. So like that's how I see they could have fixed it, made it more survival horror like the past Resident Evil games before. Because if I'm not mistaken, 6 came out before Operation Raccoon City, right?
Oh,
I know 5 did.
I don't know.
I know 5 came out before Operation Raccoon City.
That was 2012. Oh no, yeah, Operation City came out in March of 2012, and then 6 came out in October of 2012.
Okay, so they came out the same year. So that was that was another thing too. It seemed like that was another thing, and I'm sorry to breeze off to another subject, but that was another thing that pissed me off. The inner turmoil between gaming companies.
Hold on,
like
real quick. Before you go down there, I want to make sure I give credit for this video to Shirako, whoever that is. I just had to take something to show the Raccoon City gameplay while we were talking. I just want to give him his credit before we go too far along, and I take this video
haunt me. That's what you did. That's what you did. Because that's Vector. That's my boy Vector right there. But nah, that was during the turmoil of, like, you saw a lot of again with Call of Duty. You know, you had the Treyarch, then you had, what was the other company?
Infinity Ward
making different Call of Duty games.
Sledgehammer, all of
Raven.
You know what I'm saying? Slant 6 did Operation Raccoon City, if I'm not mistaken. Slant something. It was the same people that did it was part of the people that did that SOCOM.
Got you. Okay. Slant 6 games. Yep. Slant 6 games.
So it was like, okay, why they not, you know, I don't know why it was like it felt like a lot of division within companies. Like they were trying to find something and they didn't find it at all.
Well, it's like reinventing the wheel, you know. You shouldn't have to if your game is complete. You don't just keep adding on to it. So, but Juice, dealer's choice. which one from your Starfield Multiverse or Crackdown? Which one would you like to have fixed or improved to keep the game afloat? Not afloat, but keep it popular.
Starfield. I mean, Out of the 3 games I told you, Multiverses, I mean, hey, I can just go back to
Smash.
Smash Brothers. You feel me? Crackdown 3, Crackdown 1, and a little
God,
bit
it
of
was so
2.
good.
They gave me what I wanted from that game. It's like, hey, you tried different stuff, whatever. Starfield. Once again, I led off by saying I felt good about the game, but I understand why everybody else didn't. First of all, you got the Bethesda jank. Not everybody is used to the Bethesda jank, but if you play Bethesda games, you know what it
You know what
is.
it is.
Yeah, it
Oblivion,
was heavy on
Skyfield.
rage.
Oh, like Morrowind, all of that. It goes
All of it.
all of it. So some people got turned off by that. The lack of, I guess, true RPG decision making that Bethesda is known for in their other games wasn't really like that or evident in this game. I guess it's not like a BioWare game where you or well, Fallout has decisions within that universe that change the game. Like you can think of Megaton if you really wanted to go there. But
Mhm.
I guess for the standard that Bethesda had set, Starfield let a lot of people down. Like if you want to compare space travel in Starfield to space travel in No Man's Sky, the leaving a planet with no loading and directly going into space, even though the loading screen is hidden in the middle when the stars are blurring. That's where the loading screen is hidden at. But even though it looks like a seamless transition, you still are in control there. Starfield, you see your ship take off, go into space, and then you just in
You just
space.
mhm.
People, even though that was perfectly fine with me, other people, because you got that in No Man's Sky, Bethesda has more money than that company. They should be able to do that. Just those type of things, I feel as though if another game, not from Bethesda or Microsoft, I mean, which has stains on it already because the Xbox tax that some people believe in, some people don't. It's a Googleable thing. You feel me? Just that. You look at that, anything they put out with a higher powered lens magnifying glass. Like you try to find the faults in that, and Starfield had too many faults for you not to overlook. Like for those haters not to overlook. To me, it
Yeah.
was a fine game. I loved it. They should have had faster turnouts of DLC, and I think it would have been better off if they just released it on the PlayStation at the same time it came out on the Xbox. I mean, so it is what it is. But yeah, Starfield is my long-winded but very insightful answer.
Yeah. And to when we're gonna tie everything with a bow in it, keep No Man's Sky in the back of your mind. I want
Okay.
everyone to
Okay.
remember
So
that game.
a lot of what we saying is entering your end game, I guess. You
Yes,
feel me?
yes. All of it is entering. So just keep that in your head
I
because
got
I'm writing it all down as we go with the list that we have as well. So the only thing I would have done with Skull and Bones is burn it. There is no redeeming that game. Get rid of it. Throw it away. Unfortunately, we understand where Ubisoft is right now financially. They've made a lot of bad decisions. That game should have never existed. I don't care. I do not care. I'm a massive, well, I'm a Division fan, not a Ubisoft fan. I'm not an Assassin's Creed fan either. I don't really enjoy that game as much as everyone else, but I understand that Skull and Bones came from Black Flag. Apparently, it was a mode in Black Flag that should have stayed there. It never existed. There is no fixing that game. We understand that the game is falling apart now at this point. We don't want it. But to go back to your Starfield title, we'll go with you, Juice. You say the game yourself, you enjoyed it. You love the game for what it was, although everyone else had their negative thoughts about it. So that's I'm not a hill you're willing to die on, but that's something that you appreciate. about the game as far as the space traveling goes. Who do you think and what do you think was that game was meant to do? Like, who was that game for? Do you think the marketing was good? Do you think the advertising was good? Do you think the game got the proper shine it needed to come out on Xbox and succeed, or do you truly think that it should have came out on both or all consoles?
Um, I have a lot of answers for those questions, but I'm gonna try
Go for it.
I want Skitty to get in here. So, I think there is a problem. Well, there was a problem. I haven't really looked into it more recently, but there has been a problem with Microsoft, well, Xbox's marketing. Like they do not put it seems like they for all the money that that company has, even though the Xbox division might not as get the
Mhm.
amount of money it used to get, but Sony, it just seems I know, Kenny, this might trigger you, but Sony just seems to care about their stuff more.
Yeah.
Even if
Yeah.
it's not a game that they made, but if they got a deal for it, oh,
Yeah.
Bungie
we
did
gonna
leave.
huh?
I said
Ho
Bungie did leave Microsoft for a reason.
Put a pin on that. Hold on.
Oh,
Let him
look,
finish.
look,
Let him
we
finish.
just building Hatron at the end of the we got the arms and the torso. But yeah, it's like it's the problem is it's just there's a disconnect, it seems to be between Microsoft and Xbox when they're both supposed to be the same. If not, I mean, well, they are the same. One is inside the other. I'm not going to say pause because I'm tired of it. I just had a birthday. I'm old as hell now. So forget that. But yeah, I, one last thing. I want to go back to this. Kenny, repeat a part of the end part of your question because I feel as though I didn't answer all of it, even though I'd said marketing, but I feel as though there's another part I didn't touch
uh,
on.
it was essentially like, do you think that Microsoft properly marketed and promoted that game correctly, and who do you believe that
Okay,
game was for?
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. No, they didn't market it correctly, which in turns, because I remember you asking this, do I think it should have released on everything? Yes, because if you didn't market it correctly, how you make up for that is releasing it in as many places as possible to try to recoup that money. Because if you don't market it, at least it'll be in the stores like GameStop, Best Buy, Amazon. They'll show you something like this game is coming on this system on this day. But I don't know what's going on there. And lastly, I think that game without a better definition of who that game is marketed for, I would say me, a Bethesda fan that will buy a Bethesda product no matter what it is. I will buy I will buy a Todd Howard product
There
in
you go.
Bethesda no matter what it is. Other stuff, I'll have to research it, but there you go.
I got you. Skitty. Same thing. Pose it to you as well. Who do you think? Because we're going to stick with Operation Raccoon City. Unless you want to go to 1886, I'll give it up to you.
No. Well, we can stick with Raccoon City. It was made for Resident Evil fans. Period.
Do you
We
feel like you
They
were lied to,
knew.
though?
They did. They did. They did. They did. They lied. Heavy, heavy on the commandment. That was but it was definitely the way it was advertised, the way because I was working at Best Buy and it was when I was, and I was in the gaming section. So I was getting all the news, all the trailers, everything that was coming out, for popular games. I was helping set up the mods, helping the Xbox people come in. We had this cute Xbox girl too. Oh God. And there was this, PlayStation old lady, which I thought you
Yeah.
might get a jump out of that. Get a jump out of that. Cute Xbox girl, old Sony lady. But like I remember I was like, oh my gosh. Again, me, Big Luke, shout out. We were in it. We were involved. You know what I'm saying? Again, the stories, we only knew about Hunk.
Yep.
We only knew about Hunk, the fourth survivor. As a Resident Evil fan, the story. We only knew about Hunk, the fourth survivor, being the only member of the USSC squad to survive to be able to bring back the virus to Umbrella. That's what we knew. And when we finally get the story of the squad that was helping Hunk get the virus back to, Umbrella, and then we find out, again, the story was perfect. But go back to your question, dog, because now I'm sorry, I'm sober.
No, you
My brain
no,
went.
you answered it. You was lied to.
I was lied to.
You was lied to.
I was lied to.
You was lied to. It's all good.
Happy.
The only reason why I said you were lied to, because you being a massive Resident Evil fan, for them to throw that kind of game out at you, although Outbreak, Survivor, was it Survivor? That was on PS2. The one that was like Time Crisis with the gun.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that was
seems like
Survivor.
Yeah, Survivor. It seems like with Resident Evil in particular, or Capcom, whatever, they throw like little nuggets of just to change up the game a little bit to see if they can get y'all to bite. And it seems like with Resident Evil fan base is so to the core of what the game should be that I truly thought 7 was going to fail. The new one with was that Bio 9? Was it which one was the one with the crazy family?
Oh, you talking about
7.
Village?
No,
The Village.
7.
Thank you.
7. 7 was the one with the family. 8 was Village. That was the werewolves.
Oh, okay.
9 is
and the tall lady, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You talking about 8 was
Village. Village is with the tall lady.
Yeah. Village is the tall lady. 7 is the one you're talking about when they first went to first person.
Correct. So I really thought that y'all were going to abandon that game because Resident Evil fans are true to what the game is supposed to be. I remember very vividly when 4 came out. 4 came out with Leon. Incredible game. But people lost their mind that it was not in Raccoon City. They did not like.
People lost their mind that it was over the shoulder.
Correct.
And they
people lost their mind that it was on the GameCube only.
Hey.
Yes. Yes. No. Yeah. I was pissed because I didn't have a GameCube at the time.
It played so well. Because on GameCube.
not only did they get Resident Evil 4, but before that they got Resident Evil 0 remake and Resident Evil 1 remake.
So good.
And I was pissed.
So good.
But then I end up getting the GameCube later because I wanted Rogue Squadron so bad. So
also very good. And that's why I bring it up, because I know like the only thing that I can equate it to is like Resident Evil fans are like Madden fans, or when Madden was in its height. You didn't like change. You loved the game for what it was. You played it for what it was. And if you got a semblance of like, or an inkling of like, oh, this game's gonna be a little different, y'all pushed it away, and then the game failed. So is that the community's fault, or is that the developer's fault because y'all didn't really want to give it a shot?
Well, I say a little bit of both.
Okay.
Again, developers, the company with their advertising, Operation Raccoon City, Umbrella. What was that? What's the other one? Umbrella
Survivor?
Corps.
Oh, Umbrella Corps. You like Umbrella Corps?
Umbrella Corps. I was so disappointed. Because again, the concept, you are training in Umbrella, and then when they added the Arklay Mountain, I was okay. Before the game even came out, you adding Arklay Mountains? Okay, everybody who fucks with Resident Evil know about Arklay. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you hear this stuff and you see it, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get it. And then I didn't buy it. I was lucky enough. I don't know what PlayStation was doing. They had the little demo, and I was like, all right, bet I'm gonna see this thing. I started playing it, and I was like, first off, the queue was terrible because again, it was a PvP game. You know what I'm saying? You fought, the training is that you fought other Umbrella agents to get ready to get sent out in the field. So you were going through what Vector and Hunk went through. That, again, the story. It's the story of Resident Evil that brings people in. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, they just shitted on it. That's
Yo, I have to ask you something, Skinny. Like, what about Resident Evil Segway games make you think they're going to be any good? It's always the mainline games.
Survivor for a rail gun shooter.
Yeah,
an
it was
arcade
pretty
style
good.
shooter. It was good.
Okay,
It was pretty
now
good.
Dead
it was
Aim.
good. It was good.
Dead
Cool.
Aim. Which
Name
was,
all those ones that's good and name all the ones that's bad that's on that side and give me the percentage hit or miss.
all right.
I forgot all about Dead
Survivor
Eye. Yeah.
was fire. Dead Aim, which was a combination of the over the shoulder and the rail shooter.
When you
was
saying
fire.
these are fire, was it fire to you, or because you go by the meta score a lot? And when we've been on the level, you've been saying like everybody says this game is bad. So you saying this game was good. If I check up the review scores and user review scores, will these games be over a 7?
I'm about to look up right now. It's like I have again with certain games I ain't even look up their ratings.
Yeah, I'm not.
But,
the thing is, I don't want you to think I'm pressuring you, but I want to know because I don't know anything about these I guess Plan B games. I know about the A column.
Survivor got a 5.2 out of 10. I was like, damn.
Yeah, my man Jeb say I tend to stay away from the spinoffs. I stick to the main entries because
that they got 5s. You know what I'm saying?
That's all
but
I
they
wanted
weren't,
to know.
But
you like
those
something
games
about
weren't.
them. You like something about them, right?
No, I feel. But listen to what I'm saying. In the Resident Evil community, those games weren't okay. According to reviews, the people who actually reviewed the game was bad.
Well, what I was asking, did you see the user scores? The user scores is also what I go by. Because if you go to Metacritic or OpenCritic, it'll show the review scores, and then it'll show the user scores. Or if you go to SteamDB or Steam, it'll show you the user scores. Like mostly,
eBay got a 5 out of 5, but I don't. That's eBay, and that's probably people who bought the game.
Okay,
this is what I was about to say.
Okay,
even though it was reviewed by whatever reviewer. The community of Resident Evil loved Dead Aim. The community of Resident Evil loved Survivor. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I was getting at. Like the community didn't like Operation Raccoon City. The community loved Outbreak. You know what I'm saying? To the point where we even got it was an extra Outbreak, which they kind of shitted on. I didn't like that one. The one where it was on the Resident Evil remake, Resident Evil 2 remake, or Resident Evil 3 remake.
I think it was 3 remake.
As I think it was like a PvP thing where
there's
a group of people survive.
I was saying yeah.
Survivors, and then there was the person who was actually like Wesker. You could set monsters up in certain rooms. It was crazy. It was recent. It was like a few years ago, but it was trash. I didn't like it. And it didn't again in the Resident Evil community, it didn't get a lot of love. So I would say I'm more community based than I am reviewers based when it comes to Resident Evil.
That's why I was trying to go back on what I said or revise it by saying, if you go to these sites like Metacritic, OpenCritic, Steam, wherever you go get your reviews for games at, a lot of them will have the official review ratings in the user review joints. And I'll look at the official joints, but I told you it's 3 places I go to for official joints. And the other stuff is usually like I do with Steam games. If it's something that's not on my radar, but I want to try something different in a different category. Like case in point, every now and then when I first got the Steam Deck, I would download a ogre versus fairy sex game.
What?
See?
Hold on,
Kenny was shaking.
I didn't know where you was going.
I set him up because he was already agreeing, and I was like, "What can I throw in here?"
My god! I'm ready to write down.
I'm actually fitting to look this up. I'm like,
it's a whole category of those type of PC games. But my main reasoning for bringing that up
Man's
is
on his
you
knees to
on
shoot Larry.
Steam, you'll see it's well known by now. Mostly positive,
Oh
like
yeah.
that type of thing. I'll look at that and read a few comments just to see the vibe, and that's usually how I make my decisions. But yeah. I
I
get
mean,
what
I agree with that. That's the main reason why I brought up High Guard as the opener, because everyone's killing that game. And it could be as little as too long queue times, or the game plays like Apex, or we have enough not loot shooters, hero shooters. Like, a lot of people don't give great detail. Now, for those who do, bravo to them. But for a lot of people that say this game is trash, this game is trash because it plays like this and we already have it, or it plays like this, or excuse me, it looks like this, we already have it, or the game didn't live up to the hype. But with that being said, Juice, I'm gonna send this one to you. We know now that a lot of these developers have the same recipe. It works great. We know when Bethesda is tied to something, we know exactly how it's going to play. We know how it's going to look. We know how it's going to feel. We know the combat system. In that scenario, we're going to use Resident Evil. Sorry, we're going to use Bethesda for the example, but Resident Evil we'll use for Skiddy as well. Do you think Bethesda should ever change the recipe if it is successful? Because we see now Starfield is probably the only game that they released that's kind of shaky, but anything else they've put out is money within their wheel well. So do you think they should change what they have done?
I can't. The reason why I said I can't, everything wasn't shaky. I mentioned it before. Rage. And that was the first Rage. The first Rage
so bad.
was a disappointment. It was a disappointment, and it was the combination of two favorite developers, Bethesda, and this is when they announced that they acquired ID. And
Yep.
I've been ID since I've been in the 5th grade. Doom, Quake, Heretic. You know what I'm saying? Those were my first person shooter games. But the second Rage, though, the second game, it was
okay.
Everything that was wrong with the first game. They was like, all right, we heard y'all, we listened. We're putting it in the second game.
You see, this is why I hate this. You asked me this question, and I didn't forgot everything I said because this ninja didn't. This is why I tried it. You feel me? But I'm good.
Sorry, my bad.
I'm good. And you know what? Just because you did that, I want to tell you, it is not ID. It's id. It is called id. So
okay, my bad.
You made me forget, so I gotta get at you. But Skitty got a point.
Yeah, he definitely.
I don't even remember what the hell you asked me, brother.
But,
hold up. If you say a little bit of it, I'll remember it.
I got you. It's essentially, do you think Bethesda should change the recipe?
Yes. What I was going to say is, I could have looked it up, but I forgot it. But I'm back now. They're using the same engine to make their games. That engine is outdated. You can see the games come with jank. They need to move on to something else or upgrade their own stuff. They need to change it up because I hope the next Elder Scrolls game has a different engine. Didn't they show that they're using Unreal 5?
They're supposed to be using Unreal 5, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Starfield didn't, even though a lot of people, the majority of people, unless it's just a loud minority, but I think it's a majority thing, people didn't like that game. I think it did a lot for Bethesda to show them that they need to change their ways, man. Like, it's time, bro.
It's time.
And they need Obsidian. They need to let Obsidian make a remaster of Vegas or make a new Vegas.
I don't think we're ever going to get that. I don't think we're ever going to get that. I think they're going to put that in the vault and keep it there. I
think Bethesda is upset that a lot of people's favorite Fallout is a game they didn't make.
You might be right.
So
you might be right. Now, 3 and 4. I have nothing against Vegas. 3 and 4. 3 and 4.
Oh yeah,
And I
I
even
like
enjoy
3.
76. I
I
enjoy
just don't want
76.
4 when the black dude keep asking you to
Preston?
to do the same goddamn. What
Preston?
is this?
Hey, I got a mission for you. I put it on your map.
Yeah,
Put it on your map.
that
Put it on your
dude,
map.
Coleman Domingo or whatever. I know who that is. He played on a lot of stuff, but I just wanted to say that.
But Skinny,
yeah.
we already know your opinion about Resident Evil. You don't want it to ever change.
I should cut him off and make him forget his goddamn.
No, because I did like Village. You know, I
Okay.
like 8. I'm a Leon Kennedy fan, so I'm definitely looking forward to 9. Capcom, even though they have a formula, they are known to shake things up. So, with that being said, I hate saying this. I let Capcom do what they do. Because the thing is that not all of their games are the same. You know what I mean? They made staples in the fighting genre. They made staples in the survival horror genre. They made staples even in well, not really space exploration, but more so science fiction action adventure. So, you know, I let them do what they do.
I got you.
But they're going to hear my mouth, you know.
I don't know. I'll challenge you on them. I'll challenge you on that because at one point, Dino Crisis 1 and Resident Evil were almost neck and neck as being the same game.
I mean, Resident Evil with dinosaurs, Onimusha, Resident Evil Samurai. That was the survival horror genre.
Yes.
That's their
Look at the screen if you talking about a Capcom game that you really should bring back.
Oh my God! Please bring that game back. Please bring back Lost Planet.
Yes.
Please.
Oh, science fiction. Science fiction.
Yeah, because when you were saying that and you said science fiction, I was like, Lost Planet was that business.
Oh man, the first and second one was unbelievable.
Yes.
Matter of fact, didn't they do Earth Defense Force too?
I don't know.
Was that somebody else?
I think that's just that. You know what? I got a couple of them on Steam. I'll look it up, but I'm pretty sure that that's just like a Japan studio or something.
I feel like that's. I feel like it's THQ. I could be.
You know what? That sounds familiar.
I could be loud and wrong.
But let me go ahead. Skitty looked like he's looking for it, so
I'm looking for it right now.
But just a quick sidebar because Jeb brought it up as well as Skitty brought it up. Bungie, it's going to tie in as well. Bungie, Destiny, whatever. No one cares about Destiny anymore. But they're coming out with their new game Marathon, and it seems like this game, before it even has released, is just getting beat up. And is that again fault of the developer and not being in tune with the community?
This time you lead us off with this because you being I guess from conception Xbox fan.
Yeah.
I mean, Bungie is right there in the beginning with Xbox. So I feel as though out of the 3 of us, even though Skitty might be a fan, this one means a lot to you. So you lead us on this.
All right. Bungie is flawless. They have had an unbelievable record. From the time they have been with Microsoft, they've made the same game. They have made an unbelievable Halo series that they gave, I shouldn't say gave because we all know what happened, but they left it to Microsoft to take care of their baby. Then they go off to make this other game called Destiny. Destiny is not a bad game. It has its flaws. It's a little wonky. It gets redundant, but what game doesn't? Destiny 2 is the definition of over-promising and under-delivering. The Destiny community is tough. They will stick beside their game. They do not care that they're in an abusive relationship. They will stay right there. They not letting that man go for nothing. So for Destiny 1 and 2 to Halo 1, 2, 3 reach ODST, for them to make flawless games up to that point, to build a community that they have for all of their games, for people to just obliterate Marathon, before it even sees the light of day is very disheartening. Because what if the game is good? You know, you could have another game of the year type competitor. So what if it's another hero shooter? It can be good. It can compete with the Call of Duties, the Apex, the PUBG, the Fortnite. It can hold its ground, but we're not even letting it breathe. We are killing this game before it gets a chance. Now, I truly think I'm not a first person shooter guy, but I can respect game. Marathon looks great. The character designs look awesome. The visual effects look great. They are putting their foot into this game. And I feel like because of the way the world is when it comes to gaming, they're not letting this game exist. When did it become taboo? When did it become an issue to try a game? Last time I checked, we all try games. It might suck, whatever, but I gave it a shot. The game ain't even out yet. And y'all saw an hour, maybe 40 minutes of the game, and y'all like, it sucks. You haven't played it. I can't take your opinion about this game anymore. So I know Jeb said Bungie should hang it up, hang the cleats up. I think they got one more left in them, like Vince Carter said. I truly think that this game can save that team. Now, granted, you left Big Brother. You left Microsoft. You got gobbled up by Sony, and I don't even understand the intricacies of their contract because it doesn't even make sense half the time. Why are you not promoting this game? This is a MMO shooter that you know people love. Hell, they did a tribute to Lieutenant Daniels, The Wire. I can't remember his name. Louis Riddick. They did a whole ceremony for Buddy because he died, and then they all praised his character. Like, you as a major company should be putting money into this game because you can see the passion behind it from their community. I don't understand why Marathon isn't getting the same kind of love or treatment. I don't get it. Now, it could be we've seen it already, we've played it before, we get this concept. Why not give it a shot? It's PvE versus PvP. I think it was a 4-player, if I'm not mistaken, or 4 or 5. I don't know. Whatever. And it's an extraction multiplayer shooter. Oh, we have Rainbow Six Extraction. We don't need it. Oh, we have, what is it? I want to say Dead by Daylight, but that's not it. I'm sorry. Well, I'm drawing a blank on the
Arc
extraction shooter.
Raiders,
Thank you.
Division.
Arc Raiders, Division. Like, we have these titles, but y'all don't want to play nothing new? Y'all don't want to give anything else a shot? Like, you're done. You're tapped out. You want to play the same 3 games over and over and over again. All right, man. So, in my opinion, when it comes to things like that, I think gaming is in a bad place because we don't, I'll give you another great analogy or statement. We know what's going on with the Marvel Universe right now. There's a lot of people upset at the fact that they're bringing Cap back. Steve. Everyone's mad about that. Everyone's mad about bringing RDJ back. Everyone's upset about that. Well, is it the studio's fault for them bringing them back, or is it the consumer? Because every time they released something else that involves these other characters, y'all don't support it. Falcon and Winter Soldier was awesome. The Ironheart, awesome. Black Panther 2, awesome. But y'all buried these shows. Y'all buried these movies and y'all did not support it. So me, if I am the company, if I'm the studio, y'all not rocking with these stories that I'm trying to advance. So I got to go back to the old recipe. I got to give you something else that I know you like and you will eat it because you enjoy it. So the moment that Cap trailer dropped, I got so tight because I'm like, this is whatever. I'm sorry. I'm probably blending into y'all culture pod and I'm sorry, but that's how I see games. If I know that I'm not allowed to take risks, I have to keep making the same game. That means we will get no innovation. We will get nothing new. We will get no variety in games. We will get the same 5 games because companies are scared to take risks. So I'll shut up.
Skinny, really quick before you go off, I'm not going to say too much. I'm not going to say anything about this subject because I got a feeling that because that man just cooked, and I got a feeling you got talking you, and you're going to cook. So,
Go ahead.
but everybody else out there, I ain't got nothing to say about this subject because they're going to cover it for me. Whatever I leave out, they got it. Because these boys are going to become a clip on their own once I'm done with them. So, all right, Skitty, it is on you, brother.
Fire away.
Basically, I do agree with you to a certain extent. I wasn't upset, to double back on that. I wasn't upset that Captain America was announced. Well, I was upset because I knew, if you know the comics, you know that they got it. They're going to have to be there. I was upset that RDJ was playing Doom, but then I remembered the infamous Iron Man arc. So however they going to flip it, they're going to flip it. Now when it comes to games, and because I was about to say because when you were basically saying what I was thinking. They do the same thing with games to movies. Oh, this is going to be crap, this, that, and the third. And I think, and it's funny because a comedian, Kev on Stage, he said this recently. People, how other folks use the term woke when that's not even the term that us used it for. You know what I'm saying? Like us used it for to stay aware of your surroundings. You know what I'm saying? How the government would do this, da 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 da. I'm not gonna go on too forward, because this is the gaming podcast. But that's and you hear that term with Ironheart. You hear that term with uh a couple other Disney shows, but I digress. Um it's a business move that they stick with, you know, they're the same stuff. I do understand that. Um to the developers, now this is my message to the developers who live in that fear. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? I understand that you do have a job and I understand that y'all trying to keep y'all job, but the whole point of who we are as a collective, as fans of games, we want new, we want innovative. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about us as the critical. You know what I'm saying? Like we love the same old, but we want something new. We want something spicy. You know what I'm saying? Something to give it a little kick. Like Bungie, I'm sorry. Destiny, I love it. But if I see another motherfucking DLC for that game, my daughter is 13. She's about to be 13 years old. Destiny 2 came out. came out 2000 what? 12, 13?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember it was the transition because instead of getting pre-ordering Destiny 2, I pre-ordered Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and it was the games that those were the first set of games where if you bought it digital on PS3, is as if you were buying another copy for the PS4. Because I was like, bet I have my game. And I was like, Destiny was all right. I wasn't really like into it. So I was into Call of Duty more. So I got that. But yeah, Destiny 2 been out since my daughter was born. And we've only gotten updates and DLC. That's 13 years plus of DLC. But again, just like you said, people stand by it. You know what I'm saying? Destiny 2 can do no wrong. You know what I mean? Bungie, as far as Bungie and Halo, Reach was the last great Halo for me. Told an incredible story. But yeah, man, it's fear. It is fear. It is fear that probably got them doing the same old shit on the same old, you know what I mean? So get out of that fear, man. Get out of that fear. Bring something new to the table. But yeah. I'm sick and tired of Destiny 2. I'm sick and tired.
I like y'all answers. Y'all killed that. And I know I said I ain't had nothing, but I think y'all powered up my spirit bomb. You feel me? It's about to be a little quick little rant. I ain't even got nothing like y'all, but I pretty much think it's a mixture of what you guys said. It's fear. Um among other things, but I think the main factor in this is big business, because a lot of these companies are, let's just take the one that just rolls off the tongue, is at the front of the mind, Microsoft. Microsoft and Xbox. Satya Nadella, is that how you say his name? Satya Nadella,
I
whatever.
think so, yeah.
The CEO or whatever his title is of Microsoft. And now let's talk about Phil. Uncle Phil, who 2 years ago was everyone's favorite game executive. Funny how the internet has turned on that man, and I really don't even think it's his fault. I think Mr. Nadella saw the bottom line, and all the people on the board was like, hey, the Xbox division isn't doing what they're supposed to be doing. Like, we're losing every time we do a yearly or a quarterly, whatever stockholders call, we see that the game division then lost this much money, or it's not year over year, this has happened, blah blah blah. It was a point that the actual games and services was making Microsoft money, but this last quarter, everything has lost them money. I don't know where you guys are from or what you learned in school, but I learned when a ship starts taking water, I mean, too much for you to buck it out, it's abandoned ship time. And I am not saying that Microsoft won't release another console, but I feel as though this next console is their last one, and it won't even be a real console with everything we've heard. It's going to be a hybrid PC. I say all of that to say this back to, well, one more thing about that. Steam is giving you the proof of concept right now. They did it before. They seen their mistakes, and they're releasing it before Microsoft. Everybody knew Microsoft was doing this. But Steam got out before Microsoft was like, surprise everyone, this is coming out next year. But back to the question you asked, to me, not saying you guys are wrong, but the main thing for these video game companies, insert video game here, video game name here. If you are being backed by a bigger company and you're not independent, there is no let's try something new. Let's try what works. Let's put a button on that. I'm done.
All right. Now, I guess that was all the synopses were great. Clearly, we're all very passionate about how these games treat us and what they do to us, some more than others, like me and Skull and Bones. But to tie it all in, because I think we might be running out of time. Let's talk about the
we're
success.
running out of time. If y'all are running out of time, I'm good.
I was about to say.
Okay. Well,
we've been over the hour.
But it's all good though. But to put a bow on it, to put a tie on it, we talked about the major games that we were anticipating, the games that we saw fail, and the games that we believe can succeed if something changed to them. In recent memory, can you guys remember any game? And that's why I say keep No Man's Sky in your mind. If any game that has come out in recent memory that bombed when it first came out, it had no shot of living the light of day, but the developers put their head down, they stayed away from social media, they listened to criticism and feedback and just improved their game to where now it's like, oh, this is what it was supposed to be. Now the game is thriving.
Let me jump in real quick, Skinny. I'm gonna tell you
got
one game that Jeb said Cyberpunk. I wasn't going to say that, but I want to give a shout out to that. The game for me that had they had an historic failure of a launch. And if you look at this game now, complete 180. People love it. I love it. It's going to be some people that still won't touch it because the stain that EA put on it from the beginning is hard for some people to return to. And that is Battlefront 2. The whole loot box fiasco compared to what that game is now. The game is fire now. It's people that won't return to it, but Battlefront 2, the newer version, it did a complete 180. If you look at sites that actually did a re-review of the game since it's been fixed, it's almost a full 1.5 average above, I think. I'll put that in the Discord to show in the general slot, but once I find it. But yeah, that's my game.
What you got, Skitty?
I'm trying to think. The only other game that I could think of off the top of my head is Anthem.
I don't think they ever repaired Anthem. They took a
year
off to try to fix it.
Yeah, they ain't never
forget about it.
I just been seeing a lot of people play it before the servers go down. I think that's why.
Yeah. They bottled that joint
game
up.
that I can think of other than No Man's Sky, other than Battlefront 2, which Battlefront 2.
I got one for you. I got one to help you out. One, I don't know if you can count this, but Fortnite started as something completely. I mean, I don't play it. It's not for me. But it started as completely something different. It started as something completely different and then turned to what it is today. And that just triggered a memory because I wanted to say something about what you guys said earlier. Another reason why a reason why I think Marathon is going to fail. The reason why I think it's going to fail because it missed its moment. The moment it should have had is with what Arc Raiders is going through now. Arc Raiders is going to wind up being the new Fortnite, a version of what Fortnite is, because so many people jumped onto that bandwagon and are still there. It then maintained the hype that it had going in, and I think it exceeded the hype that it had because it wasn't really hype. It was just a game and an extraction shooter. And like you say, the king of extraction shooters right now is what y'all think about is Division and Escape from
Tarkov?
Yeah, Tarkov.
Yeah,
they are what I always hear, the extraction shooter kings. Blah blah blah. It might be something I'm missing, but y'all know I ain't real versed into that world. But for this, like, I don't know. I can already see what people are going to say when they get their hands on the game.
You know what?
This isn't Arc Raiders.
This is not Arc Raiders, yeah.
But what you guys getting?
And because I was doing a little bit of research, and one game, there's a couple games that changed and got better. Y'all said them, of course. Rainbow Six, Cyberpunk. No Man's Sky is the first one that popped up on the list, because I remember when No Man's Sky first came out and everybody was shitting on that game, and then all of a sudden that update came, and next you know everybody's like, "Yo, you gotta get No Man's Sky," and I was like, "What? Wasn't that game shitty?"
I done did that shit 3 times, and started on the first planet and just stopped. So yeah, I get it.
Fallout 76. When that game came out, when I heard about the NPCs missing and stories gone, I was like, this game is doomed. And when it dropped, it was. And then all of a sudden, that Virginia DLC came out and it changed everything.
That is my number 2 game of serious success stories. Absolutely.
So yeah, that. What else is on the list that they got here? Battlefront 2 for me. The story was good. I love the story.
Yo, for real, we not talking about the story, bro. It's the I know. Look,
but
I'm not gonna argue.
Wasn't that the change? Wasn't that the change in Battlefront 2?
No,
that was the money.
The multiplayer.
The multiplayer. Okay,
yes.
I remember.
No. That was my bad. Go ahead.
I came to Battlefront 2 late. That was my whole thing. I came late, so I wouldn't know, because I tried it.
There was some ridiculous thing back when it first released about how to get Darth Vader and how much money and time you had to
Yeah,
spend
it
in
was
the
the
game
loot
to
boxes,
unlock it.
like,
Yeah, it was stupid. It was stupid.
and they was like, it's basically like taking kids to a casino,
Yep.
and they made a whole law about it over in, I think, in the UK. So
Excuse me.
Final Fantasy 14 was another one.
Yeah,
Final Fantasy 14 was another one because I
they
remember
completely
when that
revamped
first
that
came
game.
out in 2010, I was turned off. I think that 13 and 14 were my turnoffs. 11, I ain't really fuck with. 12, I like. 10 is my shit. 10 is my shit. But yeah. But then when they got that, I guess it was like a new director that hopped on
Reborn,
it.
yeah. Mhm.
And then they did the Reborn Realm. And boom. My boy was on that shit all day, every day. But yeah. Though again, I'm looking at the list,
Yeah.
but for me, the standout Fallout 76. That's the
Yes.
one that I played a little bit and I ain't like it. And then that's when the update, that Virginia John came out and I played that John.
You was all over it. I think for me it would have to be No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is 2016. I remember it very well. I was watching it, looking at the previews. Oh, this game's gonna be crack. It's right up my alley. Space exploration. I can do whatever I want, go whatever I want, build bases. If you look at the original 2015 to 2016 release of the trailer, the gameplay, everything, to what we got when the game released, and it looked like Jurassic Park.
Bro,
I mean, the game.
it looked like the extra game off of fucking Kingdom Hearts when you
Oh, it
flying
was
through the
terrible.
portal in the
It was
in the Lego
terrible.
ship.
It's terrible. That No Man's Sky and Sean Murray is the definition of perseverance. That man put up with so much shit to make his game successful. Me personally, alone, I have 375 hours in the game. I played it. I mean, hey, y'all want booted up sometime? See my base on Xbox? I got you. I got an underground water base and everything. It's nuts. But but the fact that that game was dead on arrival, to then stay afloat, to was dead on arrival, to then offer refunds. Sony never offers refunds. They were giving everybody their money back. To, hey guys, just stick with us. We're going to make the game right. We're going to do it right. To where it is now, it's a real success for us. So shout out to Sean Murray, and he has another game coming out called Light No Fire, which looks just as good, if not better, than No Man's Sky.
That's what I was going to say. That Light No Fire game, like see, these games, Crimson Desert, Light No Fire, Mind's Eye, they are all in the same category for me. I learned my lesson again with Mind's Eye. I just have to wait. I have to wait for everybody else to play it before. But that Light No Fire game, I could see that's gonna, if it lives up to its promise, yeah, we gonna be on that, man. We gonna have to make our own critical level server or something with
I'm with
friends of the show and everybody come on some shit. But yeah.
But that's it. That's all I got for y'all boys.
All right. I want to thank everybody for sending me belated birthday wishes. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, man, this was a great show. We'll be back next Saturday, same time, same station. The VOD will go up on the Levels main page when I edit it down to make sure it looks presentable and add some other stuff in there. Yeah, man, I don't have anything else. There's nothing big coming up video game wise.
Chrono Odyssey.
Oh, next week. No, I'm talking about events.
Oh, events.
The Nintendo is doing a direct next week. I heard that.
I take that back.
But
you know what we didn't get to, and I probably should have added it in here, and I apologize.
What is it? If you gotta get to it, get to it.
Well, it's just a little quick tidbit. That young lady that put all three consoles in one.
Oh yes.
Hey,
protect that young lady.
Yo,
I'm serious.
I made a post about it and it went off. And
Nintendo don't play.
Yeah. Soon as I saw it
and
I heard Nintendo name drop, I was like, oh.
Well, here's the thing. she's not selling it.
Right.
Correct.
She's not
correct.
selling the schematics or the
But they're going to
plans
say
or anything like
she
that.
altered our equipment.
Yep.
Because she altered the equipment. Because Power World, Power World is a survivor.
They got him though. They made him change up some of the characters.
Yeah, some of the artwork.
They made them change up. But I get it. They are survivor. Because I'm still mad. I'm not going to say the name because we are an infant show. But when I used to make copies of my own games for
allegedly.
Yes, for purchase. They let you make copies of games you bought. They let you do that. You mean I made a ROM because I wanted to save for historical value.
Correct.
But allegedly, that site that they talked about, it was I forgot what it was. It was called, not a site. It was a emulator. Their most famous. I don't respect those. Nintendo. Hey,
coolrom.com.
Hey,
yeah. Look, I don't respect none of that. Buy games, support the developers all day. You feel me? Support developers. But we'll have a show behind the paywall that talks about stuff like that. You feel me? But go ahead. Yeah,
you know what? I'm sorry, because it just popped up in my damn mind. You know what grinds my gears? Is when you beat a game now, and then it tells you, no, you didn't beat the game. You got to beat the game 100 motherfucking more times. I've encountered that shit twice. The first time was a long time ago, Sonic the Hedgehog. It made you want to get the emeralds. You know what I'm saying? You ain't want Robotnik laughing in your face after you fucking hustled that game. Recently, I've come across 2 games. The first one, y'all already know I dealt with, Silent Hill F.
Yes.
I crushed that game 5 times. Star Ocean, the second story R, just fucking told me after I beat that game that I have 98 more endings to go.
Yeah, good luck.
That there are 99 endings all together.
Good luck.
You. Okay, Tri-Ace. I love your games, Tri-Ace. You make some great RPG games, but fuck you, sirs, ma'ams. Okay,
yo, what's crazy is probably 50 of those endings they added a word into some part of the script.
It's characters intertwining with each other. So each character intertwines with each other in a certain ending. You got to get 99.
I'm okay.
Jab said, "Have fun, Skitty."
I'm okay. I'm okay. Listen, when I beat the game, look, obviously, Juice and I, we play the crap out of Bethesda titles. You beat the game, it's it.
Right.
There is, if I got to the end of the game,
I was about to say a lot of y'all guys don't beat those games. There's so much stuff to do. I'm one of the very few people that seen the end dragon in Skyrim.
No, that was but if I get to the end, I'm not. That's it. We're not playing this again.
Right.
I can't do it. I already invested so much time into it. So no.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this before we go.
Yeah,
but that's the question. How many endings did you get in Starfield? What level of a star? I forgot what they call themselves, but
Star Child.
Starborn.
Yeah. I know I'm missing like 2 powers, and I got 1 ending.
Oh, okay.
I got 1. I think, because spoiler, I died and came back to life. I know I did that one.
Yeah, you did that.
That's the one I got. Yeah,
I've done that 6 times.
Okay, yeah, I've only done it once.
I am like, well, I wanted to be 10 because you get the all black outfit and the black ship, but I was trying to get up to that Darth Vader level. The guy you fought at the end, you can eventually become him. Okay. Like how I get you trapped in that time loop.
Yeah.
The highest level, if you beat it 10 times, well, do the final mission, which is about 30 minutes. 10 times, you'll get that 10th level and beat him. But I quit that a long time ago. I was going for it, but then I was like, yeah, I'm off.
I'm off that.
Skitty, you got anything for us before we get out of here?
No, I ended it with my rant because that just popped up in my head, and I was like, damn.
Kenny,
like I felt it because that was the first time I beat Star Ocean. I didn't beat it back in the day because it was. I remember the 10 wise men being a lot more difficult. Oh,
Was it worth it? Was the ending worth it for
a
you?
subject that just came up in my head.
Okay.
Are games more
Write it
difficult
down.
back in the
Yeah,
day
write
than
it
they
down.
are
Write it
now?
down.
Oh,
Write it down.
well, we can write that down because as a From Software player, I can
Yeah.
tell you a few things.
Write it down.
But go ahead. Yeah, Kenny,
Yeah.
you got anything else?
I have nothing else. Y'all be safe. Y'all be great. It's cold out there. I think it said it was like 7 degrees. Get your salt. Clean out your pave out your parking lots. Pave out your spots. Don't put no chairs in your spots.
Nope.
Don't put no tables in your spots.
Nope.
Don't put no cones in your spots.
Nope.
Because the boys said they taking it. So make sure y'all don't do that.
Yo, I gotta add some more.
They're not doing it around these parts. Let somebody take a chair.
I gotta add some more sounds to this because I got some shit for the ad lib for y'all. But I gotta add 5 back. 5 has to be back here. All right, everybody. We appreciate y'all. And as always, read more books. We out.
Definitely.